Hi there. Today I'm going to be cooking chickpeas, and it's one of my go-to dish. And I've had many requests from friends and family members who have been encouraging me to post some of my delicious plant-based recipes and post more. I do have some on my site, but they're saying they're not enough because people are uh, becoming more of a plant-based eaters. Those folks that are into health and wellness are becoming more of plant-based eaters, and many people don't know how to prepare delicious plant-based foods. And I don't really follow a recipe per se. I tend to just try things. They come to me and I try them, and they usually come out pretty good. And this is one of them. And this is my chickpeas recipe that I will share with you today. Now, I don't like to cook, I don't like to eat canned foods. Canned foods have a lot of additives that are not even on the label, a lot of salt and other preservatives. So the canned foods are not healthy. So I do my chickpeas and lentils and all my other peas and beans from scratch. And it's not that hard, believe me. I'm going to show you how. Now, I like to cook with the old-fashioned traditional pressure cooker. This is my pressure cooker. I've had this pressure cooker maybe for 20 years. That's the pot, and this is the lid. But um, younger folks like my daughter-in-law and my daughter, they're using what they call slow cooker. So it's just like pressure cooker. It cooks under pressure really, really fast, but I think it's a little safer than using the traditional pressure cooker. But you can use a traditional pressure cooker. That's what I use. And when you invest in a pressure cooker, it'll last you for many years. Like I say, I have had mine for like 20 years. So here we go. So this is 1 pound of dried chickpeas. And I get this at Walmart for $1.18. It's very inexpensive, dried chickpeas. And what I do, I wash it and I put it in my pressure cooker, add water, and then I add some other ingredients to bring the flavor up. Okay, so here are my ingredients. I love to cook with crushed red pepper. I also love to cook with allspice, the whole allspice. That's what's in this. I love to cook with cloves. That's the clove, the whole clove. And I kind of like this seasoning salt because it gives it a nice flavor also. I don't always use seasoned salt. I oftentimes just use sea salt. So you can use just sea salt rather than this seasoned salt. And I use garlic cloves. I never cook with powdered garlic because it's been processed so much. You lose the nutritional value using processed. And I don't use garlic that has already been peeled and in a container because most of the nutritional value is gone. This is my onion, fresh onion. And what else do I have here? And rosemary, a handful of rosemary, fresh green rosemary from my garden. Now you can use dried rosemary that comes in a bottle, or dried rosemary that looks like this, only it's dried, that you get in the supermarket. I also use a piece of ginger. This is the ginger that I've chopped, ginger root. And this is 2 cloves of large cloves of garlic that I've chopped, a small tomato that I've chopped, and either a small to medium onion or half of a big onion. I have a big one today, so this is half of a big onion that I've chopped. Okay, so rosemary, onion, tomato, garlic, ginger, all chopped, and a few whole cloves. You can add a few more or a few less, it's up to you. And I have a few whole pimento, or as they're called, allspice. And I'll use some crushed red pepper. Use that to taste. It's pretty spicy, so if you like spice, you can just put a lot of it in it. And the seasoned salt is about a tablespoon of the seasoned salt that I'm going to be putting in it. So here's my chickpeas in the water, ready to go. So I just dunk everything in. Okay, now the onion, all the garlic chopped, all the ginger root, my cloves go in, pimento or allspice go in. I just dunk the seasoned salt and probably about a half a teaspoon of the crushed red pepper. Like I said, it's to your taste, so you can add or minus the pepper or the seasoned salt depending on your taste. So this is what I do. And then I let it sit for about an hour or two so it'll soak. And once after the hour or two is up, I will put the lid on the pressure cooker. Okay, and I'll turn my stove on. And I'll cook that for about an hour. It's usually ready in about an hour when I do it in the pressure cooker. Okay, if you cook it on the stovetop in a regular pot, it's going to take a long time because the chickpeas are very, very hard. They're dried. Once they're cooked, I drain the water off, and the water is a soup. Remember now, there's garlic, onion, tomato, ginger, and all of that in that liquid. So that liquid is loaded with great nutrient. So you can drink that, the water from the chickpeas, as a soup. Drain it off and drink it as a soup. Okay? And once you drain it off, this is what it looks like cooked. It is delicious. And it can be added to your salad. You can serve it just as it is with some quinoa or wild rice, or just eat it by itself. It's a great snack to have in the refrigerator because if you feel hungry, you can have, a small amount or whatever amount you want. Is very, very healthy and it's not fattening. Okay, now chickpeas is loaded with all kinds of good nutrients. Okay, this bag says it has sodium, calcium, iron, potassium, and lots of dietary fiber, 4 grams of dietary fiber. Cloves, allspice, peppers, lots of vitamin C, onion, of course, and garlic, lots of vitamin C. The rosemary, lots of vitamin C, vitamin A, folate, iron. So this dish is not only easy to prepare, it's very, very nourishing, and it's plant-based. It's easy to prepare. You prepare it and just stick the container in your refrigerator, and if you make a salad, you can add it to your salad. If you cook some wild rice or some quinoa, whatever you cook, you can just have this delicious dish on the side or as your main dish. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. Enjoy, and till we meet again, I will keep uploading more recipes for you. They're delicious, they're healthy, they're plant-based, and they're easy. Very, very easy to prepare. Take care now.